Weekend violence in New Orleans has led to at least 3 fatal shootings since Saturday night, with nearly a dozen separate shootings since Friday and a child among the victims killed. The most recent shots were fired near the Old Navy support facility on Poland Avenue. Police say a man was taken to the hospital after he was shot there just before 11 this morning. Duke Carter takes us through some of the other recent cases the NOPD is investigating, with new help coming by way of Louisiana State Police.
Family members are grieving the loss of life of a preteen here in the lower 9th Ward. According to police, a 12-year-old girl died in a shooting near the intersection of Delery and Douglas. Now, according to police, this happened around 10:30 last night. Officers responded to a call of aggravated battery by shooting at that location. And when officers arrived, that's where they found the preteen, the girl, with a gunshot wound. The 12-year-old was taken to the hospital and later died from her injuries. Police later learned there are 2 actual other victims involved in this incident. First, there's a 19-year-old man who was taken to the hospital privately, and we're told by police he is in critical condition. The second person, unknown at this time, arrived at the hospital in St. Bernard Parish. His condition, that person's condition, unknown. Now, a little bit after 11 p.m., NOPD began investigating a shooting that happened at the intersection of Avalon Way and Curran Boulevard. Police say there's a female victim involved with that case. She's been taken to the hospital via EMS, and no further information available at the time, according to police. Now, 2 minutes later, police investigated another shooting that happened near the intersection of Dowman Road and Ogentilly Road. The male victim had a gunshot wound and arrived at the hospital privately. Earlier this morning at around 1:21, police investigated a shooting that happened in the 2000 block of Mirabeau. According to police, there is a female victim with a gunshot wound. That lady was taken to the hospital via EMS. No further information available on that incident. Then 10 minutes later at around 1:31 this morning, NOPD began investigating another shooting at an undetermined location after the victim arrived at the hospital privately with a gunshot wound to the lower part of their body. Now, we caught up with people who live in the neighborhood of where the shooting took place around 10:30 last night near Delery and Douglas. Take a listen to what they had to say.
Well, we were barbecuing and heard a bunch of, sounds like fireworks, gunshots is what it's, ended up being. And then maybe 20 minutes later, a bunch of lights were in the area, and so it was obvious that police or paramedics showed up. And now I've been told that the person, 12-year-old girl had deceased, and it's a shame.
Recently, NOPD and state police have teamed up to reduce crime not only in the quarter but in the city as well. It's part of an operation called Golden Eagle, and it comes at a time when police have seen an increase in murders, non-fatal shootings, and carjackings. Now, unlike in the past when troopers mainly patrolled the French Quarter and secured big events, this new operation will place troopers where they're needed, like the situation here in the lower 9th Ward near Delery and Douglas, where a 12-year-old girl died in a shooting.